Hare Krishna. I think we are waiting for Harishetra Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Can you hear me? Deepak Prabhu, are you there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So we're waiting for Harishetra Prabhuji, right?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So thank you very much everyone for joining for the evening program of our Karthik Mass. So Harishetra Prabhu is busy with some meetings, some important meetings are going on. So he's busy with that. So he has requested me to conduct today's program. So as we are doing every evening in this month of Karthik, we are trying to purify ourselves by hearing the wonderful qualities of Lord Sri Krishna. And let's hear, one such quality today. And so Vikram Chaitanya Prabhu, is it your turn today?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity to speak about Krishna and his quality in this auspicious Karthik Mass. So I'll just begin with my prayers. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. So today I'll be talking about the quality of Krishna, that is his attractive flute. Okay, so we will, I'll talk about, Krishna's flute and, why he plays his flute and what are the effects, of his playing the flute and what is it that we learn from it. Okay, so as you all have been hearing over the last several days, the various qualities of Krishna. So some of them are possessed by all the living entities. Even we possess them, but in very minute quantities. Some of the qualities are possessed by, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva as well. Some are possessed by Narayana as well. But there are 5 which only Krishna possesses. And this is one of them. When we talk about Krishna, 2 things which are his integral part. One is the flute and the other is the peacock feather. So whenever, even if we see a flute or peacock feather, we know we are, thinking or talking about Krishna. So one, might think that how is, playing flute a quality, and that too that nobody else possesses. Even I can play a flute. So how is this quality, so different and, transcendental that only Krishna possesses? So, if we, first of all, it's very tough to play flute. I can't even play it. Even if we learn to play a flute, how many people would we attract by that? Maybe family, friends, that might just again be to encourage us, or if we put the video on YouTube, like how it goes these days, we might get some likes, right? But that's not how it is with Krishna. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, it said the gopis, they are telling Mother Yashoda that your son, who is expert in the arts of herding cows, invents various styles of playing flute. And when he plays the flute with his, red lips, bimba red lips, and the melodies that he, the melodies that come out of his flute playing, Lord Brahma, Shiva, Indra, and all the other chief demigods, they all become confused upon hearing the sounds. And, these are not ordinary personalities. Although they are the most learned authorities, they cannot ascertain the essence of that music. And thus they bow down their heads and hearts. So that is the difference, that is the quality that Krishna possesses. So when he plays his flute, the transcendental vibration, it spreads in all the directions. And while he's playing it in this universe, in this material world, the sound pierces through the the covering of the universe and reaches all the way to the spiritual world, and attracts everyone all over. That's the beauty and the wonderful quality that Krishna has. So so why does he play his flute? And again, there are three types of flute: uh, Venu, Murli, and Vamshi. We know a lot of people have their names also based on this. So these different types of flutes are based on the sizes, and Krishna uses to play them at different occasions. Right. So why does he play the flute? So basically, he uses the flute to reciprocate with the devotees for their pleasure. He communicates with them. So as we all know that Krishna, is a cowherd boy. So when in the morning he, along with his friends and cows, he goes out to the forest to graze the cows and play with his friends. So when he's there during the afternoon, he plays his flute to reciprocate with all the forest inhabitants. The birds, the animals, the trees, his friends, cows, everyone. And we'll talk about it. What's the ambience created? So what's the effect of his playing the flute in just a while? So that is one reason, right? And so that's in the afternoon he does that, and then evening when it's time to go back home, he uses the flute to call the cows back. So and he plays that for all the different cows and the groups of cows. He has different individual specific melodies that he communicates with the cows to call them, and that it's time to go home, let's come. And then when he comes back to the village, he plays it for the villagers, for their pleasure. So they all get together and they have like a bonfire or something, and he plays it and pleases all of them. And then at the night, he will go to the bank of Yamuna, and there he will play to attract all the gopis, and he will dance with them. Right. So these are various times that he plays, and again he is independent. He plays out of his own will. And one more important reason is he uses the flute to impart knowledge, instruct knowledge. So one very good example is he giving knowledge to Brahma. So he initiated Brahma through the Gayatri mantra through his flute. So when he played the flute, the transcendental vibration went through his ears into his heart and gave him the knowledge of about creation, how to create, what to create. So just by playing his flute, so these are all the reasons of how Krishna plays the flute. Now let's see what are the effects of his playing the flute. So it's said again, like we discussed, right, that Krishna, when he plays the flute, he attracts everybody. So even great personalities, just like we read, I said in the beginning from the Bhagavatam. So Lord Brahma, who's the creator of the universe, he becomes astonished, so he also is confused, doesn't know what to do, what not to do. And that's when Krishna gave him that knowledge as well. And he confirms that through so Krishna giving him the knowledge, and then he when he glorifies Krishna through his prayers in Brahma Samhita, we say Venum Quantum. So he's describing the form of the Lord, with who is expert in playing the flute. Then Lord Shiva, who is so expert in his dance and playing his drum. When he hears the flute, he also wonderfully stops playing his drum. and he's lost, right? uh, then the four Kumaras, so they when they are in meditation and then they hear Krishna's flute, they get disturbed. We're not talking about ordinary people like you and me, right? We are always disturbed, and in that disturbed state we try to chant somehow. But the four Kumaras, they are so intense in their meditation, they also get disturbed. Then Anand Dev, Anand Dev carries all the planets on his hood, and he, on hearing the transcendental vibration, he becomes dizzy. Now, can you imagine such strength that he possesses? He becomes dizzy. Such is the power of Krishna's flute. And even the living entities, on this planet, whether they are moving or non-moving, everybody gets stunned, amazed, and just lost into the sweetness of Krishna's flute. So, like we said, in the afternoon when Krishna plays his flute, uh, the the birds, when they hear, they just close their eyes and they hold on to the branches so that they don't fall off, right? And the cows, when they hear, their ears, they just go upwards, and it appears as if they are vessels, and they are using those vessels to fill it up with the nectar that they are hearing from Krishna's flute. Then the trees non-moving, right? They tremble in ecstasy and they bend down to offer their fruits to Lord Krishna. The mountains, they start moving. The rocks, they melt, and the rivers, they just become stunned and become motionless. In fact, they start even flowing backwards. you know Such is the mesmerization that they get by hearing Krishna's flute. The cloud overhead, they shower flowers upon him and act as an umbrella. So in the afternoon, when it is quite hot, all of this, the forest dwellers and on the land and water and from the sky, everybody renders service, and they are so absorbed in the transcendental ecstasy that the ambience, the weather created is perfect. It's not hot, it's not cold, and there are flowers and fruits offered to Krishna, and it is so beautiful, right? So that's the power and the effect of Krishna's flute playing, right? So now let's see uh, what do we learn from Krishna's flute. So so there are holes on the flute, right? So the six holes on Krishna's flute, they represent the six vices that we have. So Kam, Krodha, Lobh, Mad, Matsarya, and yeah. So these vices, Krishna, because there is hole on the flute, when he plays the flute, he fills them up, right? But our heart is full of these vices. So we need to empty our heart, and when we empty it, then we Krishna can fill our heart with the sweetness of his flute. And the flute is also like, what's inside is what's outside, right? So there is transparency. So that is the air, right? So air is inside, air is outside. But we are usually, we have duplicity, dual faces. We behave in certain way in one situation with a set of people. We behave differently at home, differently outside with devotees, other people. So we have this duplicity, right? But Krishna's flute is transparent. And then Krishna's flute is also straight. It's not bent. So which kind of implies that we should be straightforward, not have any crooked nature. So how so if our heart, until our heart is free from these vices and is not is transparent and is straightforward, until then, when we get our heart in that state, then Krishna can fill it up with his sweetness. So how do we do that? So Srila Prabhupada, tells us that Lord Krishna appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? And his flute came as the mridanga, and his the transcendental vibrations, the melody coming out of the flute sound, that is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So the power of flute, Krishna's flute, is in the Harinam, right? So if we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. By chanting this powerful mantra, we can purify our heart and take that step closer to Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can hear you now.
Is it audible?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can hear you now.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, you all can hear me, right? I think Karthik.
Hare Krishna. I'm sorry, there is some issue with my microphone. I couldn't acknowledge. So thank you very much, Prabhu, for the wonderful detailed talk on this flute. In fact, you discussed about, in fact, you told us about so many wonderful facts about the flute and what happens when someone hears the flute. So thank you very much, Prabhu. It's really nice to hear such wonderful talk. So let's all pray for His Grace Vikram Chaitanya Prabhu by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, Prabhu. In fact, I was just thinking, may that day, in our lives come soon when we hear the flute sound and become stunned, and may our stone-like heart melts, and may the tears from our eyes flow like river Jamuna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So on to you, Manjulali Mataji. Please go ahead.
Right. Thank you very much, Prabhu. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. Shri Rajmandal Parikrama ki Jai. Okay, so yesterday we were at Varshana, right? And we went to Krishna Kund, we went to Geherwan, and we went to this beautiful Ladli Lala temple. And today we are heading towards Nandagaon, right? So we have two little children today, one Vaishnava and a Vaishnavi, taking us to different places in Nandagram. But I'd like to tell you about a small place in Nandagram, which is called Yashoda Kund and How Below. Yes, as the name suggests. So Yashoda Kund is the place where Mother Yashoda would bathe, and she would sometimes take Krishna along with him to bathe, with her to bathe. So once Krishna and Balram were playing and playing and playing, and they never listened to their mothers. Even if they, after repeated calling, they would not bathe and they would not, come out to eat their meals. So Yashoda Maya got very angry, but she said, if I scold them, it's not going to make any difference. So she played a trick. She told Krishna and Balram, look, there's a big how. And she started shouting, look, there's a big how. It has big teeth, it has red eyes, and it breathes fire. Run! And saying this, she ran away herself. So looking and hearing your mother Yashoda, Krishna and Balram were so scared that they came out of their playing area and the Yashoda Kund and ran behind Mother Yashoda. So these are the sweet pastimes of the Lord. Can you imagine Krishna and Balram being scared? Yes, this happened in Nandagaon. All right, so over to you, Suhani and Advait. So they will take us to Nandagaon today.
Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Krishna dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. As the first warming rays of the sun become visible, we leave Varsana and walk behind Sri Nitai Gaura Sundara towards Nandagrama. Here life is based on agriculture. Strong bulls and cows of different colors graze peacefully. We see happy Vrajavasis working on the land free from encumbrances of a complicated economic system that binds one to anxiety. Living simple lives, they remain chaste to the land, and the cow has been taught to us by Lord Krishna and Balaram themselves. Our first stop is Prema Sarovar, about a kilometer from Varsana. This is Prema Sarovar. O Srinivasa, at this place, Prema Vaichitya Bhava was manifested. Prema Vaichitya is a word used to indicate an abundance of love that brings about grief from fear of separation even in the Lord's presence. While Krishna was decorating Srimati Radharani with lotus flowers, a bumblebee, which was previously drinking nectar from a lotus flower in Krishna's hand, left its place and flew to the hole of another lotus, one that had adorned Srimati Radhika's ear. This caused her to become agitated and Krishna to be delighted. Madhu Mangala, who was also present, chased the bee away and then declared, Madhu is gone. He cannot be seen anywhere. Madhu means bee, but when Srimati Radharani heard this, she took it to mean her Madhusudana. Although Krishna was sitting beside her, she was overwhelmed by the thought of separation and lost her consciousness. Krishna was so moved by ecstatic manifestation of love that he too shed tears. In intense love for each other, their hearts melted together and their combined tears formed this beautiful Prema Sarovara. We bow down to this amazing lake and drink a few drops of those tears of love, praying that we may also develop a tiny fraction of love for Sri Radha and Krishna. Midway between Nandishwara Hill and Rishabhanu Hill is Sanketa, the place of Radha Krishna rendezvous. I meditate on this place. I think it is the personification of the divine couple's love. Turning left from the main road, we reach this most confidential area of Braja, which is one of the first meeting place of Radha and Krishna. The word Sanketa means to indicate. While together in the company of others, Radha and Krishna indicated to one another through body, language, and other such signs the location of the next meeting place. Krishna and gopis are also said to have performed Rasalila and Jhulana pastimes in Sanket. We offer our humble obeisances to Sri Radha Sanketa Bihari, the presiding deities of Sanketavan. Next to Sanketa Devi temple is the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami. His Damodar Sheela transformed to a beautiful black deity of Krishna in threefold bending form, playing a flute. He was given the name Radha Raman, and the Radha Raman temple is amongst the 7 main Goswami temples of Vrindavana near Loi Bazar. Udava Kyari is southeast of Nandagrama. It's currently a grove of bushes, thorns, and kadamba trees. After Krishna left Vrindavana, The Vrajavasis were lifeless in separation. They couldn't stop thinking about their beloved cowherd friend for even a moment. In Mathura, Krishna too passed every moment in constant remembrance of them. One day he sent Uddhava to Vrindavana with a solacing message to appease his aggrieved associates. Uddhava first went to the house of Nanda and Yashoda and gave them Krishna's message. He would come back very soon as he had finished his business in Mathura. The next day, Uddhava met the gopis at Uddhava Kyari, where he personally read them a letter Krishna had written them. As he delivered the launch message, Uddhava witnessed in Gopi's speech and behavior their highest devotional ecstasy, their love for separation. This confidential friend of the Lord was struck particularly by Srimati Radharani's expression of Mahabhava. When Nanda Maharaj and his community settled in Nandagram, Krishna was 6 years and 8 months old. He remained in Nandagrama until he was 10 years and 7 months old, after which he left Mathura. The ceiling of present day temple is covered with colorful paintings of Radha and Krishna. On the long silver altar, one can see the deities of Krishna and Balaram with the Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda on the left and right respectively. To the to the left of Mother Yashoda is a fairly large deity of Srimati Radharani along with two small deities, one of Revati Devi, Lord Balaram's wife, and Rohini, his mother. To the right of Nanda Maharaj are two deities of Krishna's cowherd friends said to be Sridama and Madhumangala. Srimati Radharani is preparing herself to steal out of her in-laws' house in Javata to meet Krishna at Yogapita or Govinda's Thali in Vrindavana on the bank of the Yamuna. This is the area in Vrindavana where Radha Govinda Deva temple is located. Srimati Radhika's Sakhi's dresses her according to the lunar fortnight, so she won't be detected by her superiors. If it's a moonlit night, she will wear a white sari, and if it is dark moon, they dress her in blue with matching ornaments and lotus flower. In Nandagrama, Mother Yashoda serves the cowherd boys with condensed milk before they retire for the night. Then the boys go to their respective homes while Krishna and Balaram go to their bedrooms to rest. Mother Yashoda instructs some servants to watch over Krishna as he sleeps. However, moments later, Krishna finds a clever way to sneak out of his room. He asks his servants to pull on the ropes of the ceiling fan, which is something they can do only from outside the room. As they, as soon as they leave, he slips through a side door and runs to meet his beloved Radha for their nocturnal pastimes. Nitai Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank
Jai, Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. These are cute siblings, Advait and Suhani. Let me tell you something about Advait. He makes a lot of videos for us, and even in Janmashtami, both of them made videos chanting so many mantras. And again, in the during the last month also, they made a beautiful video for us. And they've been practicing Krishna consciousness since the past 4 years when they were really little. And they can speak and they can narrate a lot of shlokas. Let us pray today that they progress in their bhakti towards Krishna and become great devotees of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Thank you. Over to you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, thank you very much for such a wonderful talk. And I feel a lot of shame when I see small kids speaking Krishna Katha. I don't know what I was doing when I was of their age. It's really wonderful, and we need more and more such kids. And all glories to you, Manjulali Mataji. You're doing wonderful service, here training all the kids, and then helping them out to go to the next level of Krishna consciousness. So let us all pray to this entire team headed by Manjulali Mataji by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So now let us sing the very, very beautiful song, the song of Karthik Mas, the song of this wonderful month. And what is the song all about? How Krishna stole butter, how is he crying, how Mother Yashoda is tying him, and what should we pray in this wonderful month of Karthik. So let us sing that now, and we have this wonderful family. So we have Sabrish Prabhu, Rashmi Mataji, then Harish Prabhu and Preeti Mataji. So they are here.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Are you audible?
I request you that please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Is it?
Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Bhajamanam Yashodabhiyolokhaladavamanam Paramrishtamatyantakodrutya gopya Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Bhajamanam
Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Bhajamanam
Yashodabhiyolokhaladavamanam Paramrishtamatyantakodrutya gopya नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलाभिमो नमो देव दामोदर विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलाभिमो कृपा दृष्टि विश्वासी विनम्रनो गृहाणे समामध्यानि दर्शितुं कृपा दृष्टि विश्वासी विनम्रनो समामध्यानि दर्शितुं वीरात्मजो बद्धमुते भगवद् त्वया मोदितो भक्ति भजो कृतो कृपा प्रेम भक्ति स्वतमे नमो श्री ब्रह्मणे श्री नमो राधिकाय दामोदराष्टकम की
जय।
कार्तिक मास की
जय।
Hari Hari, you must read the meanings.
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed, to that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances.
By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours, as Balagopala in Vrindavan, may ever be manifest in my heart, for what is the use to me of any other boon besides this?
O Lord, your lotus face is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red. Is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me by showing your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes.
O Lord Damodara, just as the 2 sons of Kubera, Manigrava and Nalakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, just a minute. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I just heard that Sabarish Prabhu's birthday is today. Okay, so it's an amazing day for you. So coming here and it's for everybody's information, it's Sabarish Prabhu and Preeti Mataji. Rashmi Mataji, sorry. So they are the ones who are handling the background operation and shortlisting this Damodar Ashtakam every day. and then putting it together. So we are very, very grateful to them. Throughout the month, they are rendering this very wonderful service. And today is Sabarish Prabhu's birthday. That's amazing. So let us all chant one time Hare Krishna mantra and bless Sabarish Prabhu profusely and pray to the Lord that, may the Lord bless him profusely on this very auspicious day of Karthik, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Jai. So may this day be auspicious, may this whole month be auspicious to you. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So with this, we are coming to the end of today's program, and sorry I couldn't able to join before. So we will have this Damodar program every single day, and on this auspicious Karthik month, and let's take the maximum benefit and advantage of this Karthik month by coming together. Coming together itself is a big thing. Sankirtan, coming together and chanting the glories of the Lord, hearing the glories of the Lord. It's really, really very auspicious. So thanks a lot for being together here. And let's continue this throughout this month. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Karthik Vrata program ki jai. Hare Krishna.